The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Bragg Dry to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number
Put Hernandez and Michael Bush. Put 10 on it, right? Hernandez and Bush. Where's the own $5 $10? Tell she to do it. Put the shit down. Take somebody. God damn it. Money to be made. That girl ate yesterday. Huh?
And the Cyclones will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he...
Did she not eat yesterday?
The 18. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out then.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll do it himself. Spins away from one. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They go to the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Grab behind the line. It's Fields. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Lee. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Got his man on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And the Hawkeyes will try down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was from the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Bolden. Get it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands. Handoff to the single back. Finds a crease at the 20.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. On the run, it's Fields. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Unloads quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run.
What?
And he never had a chance. Just
Do
stopped
that
cold
one.
as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Finds the tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Trying to pick up a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. That's caught. It's Peppers. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. On target to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. First down here for the offense.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
To the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Takes the handoff. It's Daly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback got it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. It's Dotson.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Kruger. At the 20, he's got space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. And he's
offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Malone. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabs it in the middle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Boley. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hilton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle, it's Harbor.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they're able to make the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get the 1st down. Spotted on the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Makes the grab. It's Hilton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
rolls and throws off the RPO. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Boldy. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And it's incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Did the work himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Dotson. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Slings it downfield.
No, what are you
down pass is incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Let's see what they've got on second down. They're testing the right side here. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Caught in the backfield. It's Kruger. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Dotson. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Boley. He's got him. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football. Throws toward the end zone. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Dotson. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.